Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a general love and romance reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for February 2020. I'm just going to ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell if you guys want to get messages whenever I upload anything new. And I just want to thank you guys for listening. I love you guys so much. All the love and support that you guys show my channel is overwhelming. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead. We're going to start this reading off with an overall energy card for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, love and romance, February 2020. I am pulling from this oracle deck, which is El Ki, I believe is the pronunciation. All right, but I might be butchering that, so I apologize in advance. All right. Your overall energy here is Estefania, she who surrenders, chains, bondage, and release. I'm getting a real Piscean energy here, that hanged man energy. It's also letting go, handing things over to the divine. So remember, this is a love and romance reading. So if you've been holding on too tight to someone or an idea of a relationship or a relationship, it might be time to release some control. Let the divine take over for a bit. All right, and yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pull some tarot cards for you guys now. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And we're going to ask our angels, our ancestors, our loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, for the messages that Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs need to hear for February 2020, love and romance. All right, so what messages do we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, love and romance, February 2020? What messages do we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, February 2020? What messages do we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, February 2020? All right, Three of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Empress. I love that energy for you guys, Leo. And we have the Five of Pentacles. All right, looking at the bottom of the deck for your overall energy for this tarot reading, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and this is a huge blessing. This is a blessing of abundance, fertility, health, wealth, happiness. So something is coming your way, so don't let your analytical mind get in the way of the miracles that are around you, in your surroundings, or that, you know, spirit is blessing you with. Here we have this woman, Estefania, she who surrenders. Surrender to the divine. The chains, bondage, release the need to control, because something beautiful is coming to you regarding love and romance, February 2020. Here you have the King of Wands. This could be your energy, or it could be energy that you're dealing with. The King of Wands is Leo, Aries, Sag, and he is he's one of my player cards. He's somebody who once he's sort of been dethroned, or his behavior, he's taken on a lot of responsibilities that he has no intentions or he can't follow through with. When he's in the reverse, he's quite angry. He's very dramatic. He's somebody who's probably not treating you so nicely. Again, this could be your energy, or it could be somebody's energy that you're involved with, or it could be a past relationship. And you know, he's somebody who's probably has other partners on the side that you probably don't know about. Spirit says there's a completion though here that you're going for, or that you've been through. Maybe this is your energy and, you know, you're getting rid of it, or there's a huge blessing that's going to take this energy out of your life, and it's going to propel you into a completion of dealing with this toxicity. Okay, underneath that we have the Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups is disappointment, discontent, being kind of emotionally shut down, not being able to see the blessings that are being offered to you, not wanting to. Okay, but with this in reverse, it takes us to that Three of Cups energy of celebration, of you being very grateful, you know, having a support system, having friends, you know, at work, family, or even with your partner celebrating a wedding or a birthday or something. And underneath that, we do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's dealing with guilt and shame, maybe heartbreak. But, you know, she's becoming a bit of a martyr. So it's really important that you're dealing with, you know, loss, pain, disappointments, you know, heartbreak, whatever it might be, in the healthiest way possible, because we want that Queen of Pentacles to be in the upright. We want her to be, you know, comfortable in her emotions, comfortable at home, and nurturing and loving herself to the best of her abilities. Okay, which again could be your energy, or you could be dealing with a feminine energy that's sort of going, you know, that might be, you know, giving you some guilt, or trying to, you know, control a situation by using guilt and or emotional manipulation. Okay, feminine energy does not have to indicate a female. We all have male, masculine, and feminine energies. Okay, so take that how it resonates. All right, now your overall energy where you are in this reading, Leo, is the Three of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Some of you might be on the cusp. The Three of Cups is all about celebration. It's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries. But when it's in the reverse, and especially with the Nine of Cups, and some of you might be struggling with alcohol issues, because the Nine of Cups is that sort of overindulgence, and we see so much liquid. But for a lot of you, it's going to be sort of being overly emotional. The Three of Cups in reverse is telling me that we have to go back to that Two of Cups. We have to go back to that balance. You need to achieve the balance. If you're in a relationship, or if you're on your own, some of you also might be calling in your soulmate. You might be calling in a twin flame. But Spirit's overall message here is, remember, you have to release and surrender control to the divine, especially if you're working with the law of attraction. You may not be, you know, you might be holding on too much. You might be not giving the space the universe needs to bring you what it is you're asking for. But in your surroundings, this Nine of Cups energy is really kind of beautiful, because this is wish fulfillment. And this is telling me, you know, and Spirit is also telling me, you can achieve anything you want. You can manifest what you want. If you know what you want, there's very, very, very fertile ground. Again, with this Ace of Pentacles, this is a huge blessing coming to you that you can capitalize on to give you what you want. Okay, the time is right. The energy is right. Okay, as long as you focus on achieving that balance, releasing control, okay, of the outcome, detaching yourself from the outcome, then, you know, then you'll be able to bring about this wish fulfillment in February. What's blocking you is the Six of Wands. This is a victory. Okay, now how is victory blocking you? Good question. I feel like for many of you, it's the fear of victory. It's the fear of, let me rephrase that. It's not the fear of victory. It's self-worth issues. It's knowing what you want and then self-sabotaging, or sabotaging what it is you want right before you get it. Right? Or knowing what you want, doing all the steps, especially if you're working with law of attraction, to manifest what it is you want and what it is you need, but trying to control it too much. That's blocking you from like clinching that victory, from sealing the deal, from actually getting it. And I feel like this has a lot to do with something that happened in your past. I feel like, you know, a lot of times, you know, when we fight for something, when we've worked really hard for something, for example, the metaphor of weight loss. I know this is a love and relationship reading, but when, you know, it's not easy, but it's easier once you start losing weight and you hit your goal weight. But then it's maintaining that goal weight. Like, so many people put that weight back on, and it's sort of that victory. I feel like things like that you have experienced in love and relationships, and, you know, you have a hard time believing that something, you know, you feel like things are too good to be true, or that they won't last. And so I really want you to pay attention to self-sabotaging behaviors and thought patterns, okay, that you have. You know, you might be in a really good relationship, but you might be sabotaging it because you feel like deep down it's not going to last, or this person can't really love me, or you know, I'm not good enough, or what have you. Okay, this Six of Wands is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Again, it could also be a person that's blocking you. It could be somebody that you see as very successful, okay, that could be blocking you. But more than anything, Leo, I do feel like it's self-sabotaging thought patterns and behaviors, okay, that are blocking you from this ultimate wish fulfillment, this balance, this love. This love can be with another person, twin flame, soulmate energy, life partner, or it could be love with you and your higher self. What's in your foundation? I have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is that fight, that drive, the competition, you know, what propels you forward. We do have to compare ourselves to others. It's innate in humans, and that's sort of what drives us to be better, drives us towards a victory. Okay, the fact that we do have the Five and the Six of Wands showing up is a nice sign, though, because it does tell me that you are on that path and you are sort of correcting these thought patterns and these behaviors that you have that might be inhibiting you getting what you want or receiving the love that you deserve. Okay, but the Five of Wands, you know, in this case, I like it because, you know, we can see these two people, you know, there might be some healthy competition that's needed, or that you engage in to push your own limits, to make you better, to make you grow, to make you evolve spiritually. Okay. And maybe also for, you know, for a person, you might feel like if you're in a relationship that it's important, you know, to, you know, keep yourself, not obviously in some weird jealous way and not in a toxic way, but the importance of keeping yourself, you know, competitive, knowing that you have someone or something that's really good and that it's worth fighting for. Okay. And I'm not talking about toxic fights. I'm not talking about jealousy, but I'm talking about just that healthy little bit of competition that keeps you guys in the game, or keeps you in the game. Now, in your recent past, I do have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is somebody who's been through a lot. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior card. It's taken him lifetimes to get all of these wands together to collect them. It could be many lifetimes. It could just be all of your life experience. He is a little bit tired. He's taking a little bit of a rest. It's okay. You might have been working really hard. You might be consumed with exhaustion. You know, you might have been feeling a little bit like, what do I do now? You know, I've been trying to make this happen. I've been trying to manifest my soulmate. I've been trying to take my relationship to the next level. I've been trying to repair my relationship. Okay, whatever it might be. And Spirit is saying, you know what, it's time for you to, you know, break the chains, the bondage, release control, surrender to the divine. Stop trying to do all of the work all by yourself. Okay, this Nine of Wands card is telling me you can, you're capable, you know, but I think you've gotten to a point, or recently you got to a point of exhaustion, which is, you know, which has been very difficult for you, and you need to sort of call a timeout here, Leo. Okay, call a timeout. Don't try to do everything on your own. Spirit, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed, they're all going to support you on manifesting and bringing to you the things that you want and that you need that are for your highest good. But you have to allow them, give them the time and the space to do that. What's crowning you is the Empress. I love this energy. This is your creative energy. This is your poise. This is your grace. This is your ability to manifest. Everything she touches, she turns to gold. But she does need to have some sort of peace in her life. So I see here with this healthy competition, I see with this victory, you know, I see with this Three of Cups energy in reverse, like there's been a lot of activity. There's been a lot of fight. There's been a lot of drive. There's been a lot, you know, we are also coming out of the holiday season. You know, it's been, you know, all of January, but, you know, really bringing that balance back. And then also the importance of, you know, the Empress, she doesn't need to fight. She's all of the queens rolled into one, and she just sits in her throne. She commands respect and commands power just by sitting on her throne, because she's that confident. She's that comfortable. She's been through everything, but she knows that's how she doesn't have to wage a war. She doesn't have to engage in healthy competition, because there is no competition, right? She's running her own race, all right? And she's found this balance, you know, and she's also surrendered, all right? Co-creating with the divine. In your near future or in the future, I have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And there is a little bit of a warning here because the Nine of Wands, we have this wounded warrior, someone who needs to take a time out, take a rest, or take a break. And the Five of Pentacles does say, that this could, if you don't, you're going to be suffering, either health, finance, or just feeling left out, feeling abandoned. You have this Empress energy. You're the mother of all creation here. She is the mother of all creation. You are the architect of your life. You are the queen in your kingdom. And she's never alone. She's surrounded by everything that she nurtures. She's comfortable on her own. But Leo, I'm seeing that you really need to harness that. You can manifest whatever it is that you want, but don't let any self-sabotage get in your way, and do take a rest, because if not, you will be experiencing this feeling of being left out in the cold, this feeling of being abandoned, this feeling of having to go it alone. All right, and we can definitely reframe that thinking, but it's really important if you keep pushing, okay, if you don't give yourself a rest, and again, you don't give the universe or spirit and your spirit guides the time and the space to bring about what it is that you want and need for your highest good, then you're going to be feeling, you're going to be feeling depleted. You're going to feel alone, okay, and you're going to feel like, that you can't catch a break. All right, Healer of the Ages 51 breaks down to a 6. Sixes are my cards of love and peace. And the Healer of all ages, there's some healing that needs to take place here. And we can definitely see that. It could be because there were some excesses during, the holiday season, or maybe you've been, feeling out of balance, so you've been experiencing some excesses. But the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card, and it could be emotional excess. It could be too much social media. It could be that you're overworking. Whatever it might be, remember this is a love and romance reading, but there is some healing that needs and can and will take place. Look at that. We have a number 9. We have a broken heart coming out. Some of you need to heal from your past hurts and disappointments. These might go back to your childhood. It could be dealing with your last relationship, or anything that you haven't successfully healed and cleared. Now remember, we will be moving into Mercury retrograde in February, and that's a time of second chances. And things that we thought we had dealt with might rear their ugly head, but it's a perfect time to deal with those emotions and that negative vibration once and for all. All right, number 18 comes out with a number 9 card again, breaks down to a number 9. So here we have 1, 2, we have 3 9s on the ground. Wow. And as you guys know, 9s are about near completion. Okay, so I do feel like you are bringing this. Look at this. We have this heartbreak and we have this anxiety. We have this 9 of Wands card. Like, you've been through a lot, Leo. You've been through a lot. You've been fighting really hard. Okay. And there's this anxiety and this broken heart. This needs to be healed. This can be healed. Okay. And I feel like this will be healed in February. All right. So let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happy family. Yes, number 4. So I do feel like, I feel like happiness is going to be restored if you guys are in a relationship, or even if you're not in a relationship, you're going to be surrounded by your friends and your family. Your wish fulfillment is going to come true. This happy family is beautiful. This rainbow is also your spirituality. Allow, spirit to take over for a bit. Maybe you need to step out of the driver's seat, Leo, because I feel like you guys have been micromanaging. You've been holding on to something that wasn't good for you, and you haven't been giving, again, your spirit guides and the universe the time and the space to bring to you what it is that you need. And spirit is saying there are blessings coming to you, but you need to be able to see them. You need to be able to rest. You need to be able to heal as well at this time. Okay, so that we can bring you, so we can heal this heart, so you can heal this broken heart, and you can come out of this anxious energy. All right, so let's go ahead and pull additional cards. The Romance Angels for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, February 2020. past life relationship. You have known each other before. I love this. This is soulmate energy. That Three of Cups in reverse is taking me back to the Two of Cups. You guys have either met, will meet, or are trying to attract a soulmate twin flame during February. And Spirit is saying it's very, very possible. You may also have somebody coming back to you during Mercury retrograde, which begins sometime in the middle of February. And in the beginning of February, we're going to be in the shadow periods. So, you know, Leo, there's this work to do, but I see that bringing you happiness and healing. All right. And I see you opening the door to personal healing and happiness as well. And I think there's somebody who's coming back to you. If it isn't in this lifetime, if it isn't from your past, it's from another. All right, and unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. For some of you Leos, you might be leaving a relationship. Okay, and I feel like, you know, that's where this broken heart or this anxiety is coming from. Or you may have stepped out of a relationship, or this is in your recent past, because with this Nine of Wands, it's somebody who's been through a lot, but they're still standing. Okay, and that anxiety, you know, he's got his head wrapped, usually not in this deck, but he's got his head wrapped, and here she's holding her head, she's crossing her heart because she's been through a lot as far as love and romance is concerned. This unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It's resulted in a broken heart, anxiety. Again, this could be, you know, a past relationship, it could be a current relationship, but it's kind of for the better. It needs to end. I feel like there's a karmic completion going on here. Also with this past life relationship, again, you could be involved with somebody that is a soulmate, but it might be a karmic connection, okay, and one that you were meant to be in so that you could learn, you know, so that you could learn certain lessons. And I feel like you guys have completed that, you know, or are completing that. And in February, happy family, stability, something beautiful is coming to you. All right, but just remember this Empress energy that you have to harness to make anything and everything real. Sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. Again, with that Three of Cups energy, I'm getting we have these three sisters here. The sisterhood, relying on friends and family during this Aquarius season. It's a great time to check in with your friends and family. It's also a great time to see how you're relating to bigger groups of people. That's going to be really extremely beneficial for you. Now, if you don't have people in your life at this time, you know, Spirit is telling you, you know, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, everybody is around you. They're supporting you, and you are never alone, okay? And then finally we have the Mirror. 21 breaking down to another 3. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are, taking a good hard look at how lovable and beautiful and amazing you are, no matter what heartbreak or anxiety that you've been going through, that you deserve love, you deserve stability. Look at everything you've gone through, the good and the bad, where you are now, and love yourself the way your soul always loves you, the way Spirit always loves you. And look at, you know, there's some things that happen for the better, even if they might be painful as they are happening, okay? But I love this image because I also see you, Leo, seeing your self-worth. I see you, you know, coming together with like-minded souls, and or possibly meeting a soulmate that's going to assist you in healing this broken heart and sort of getting rid of that anxiety. But we can't wait for somebody else to do that for us, or somebody else to do the work, right? We have to do the work. And Leo, I see that happening. I mean, I do see the healing, and I see your wish fulfillment. There's a lot of manifestation. There's a lot of abundance that you are due, and you can bring it, you know, you can bring it forth. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, Leo, let's take a look at your final 3 messages. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Wow, very interesting. Okay, so again, be careful of, you know, the vibration, the frequency at which you are vibrating. Again, law of attraction, for those of you who are working with law of attraction, you know, if you're vibrating low, that's what you're going to be attracting. This, if we have depression, anxiety, if you're focusing on disappointments and hurts, or if you're replaying things that hurt you, that's really disempowering, and it takes you out of your game, and it doesn't allow you to manifest or get closer to your dreams. If you can focus on the things that bring you joy, the things that make you smile, that make your heart smile, that make your soul sing, that's going to bring you closer and closer to manifesting, which you can do, your dreams. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. I love this because this is coming up on top of this past life relationship. I see that in February, either you guys have met and are rekindling or repairing a very important soulmate relationship, or you guys are going to meet somebody, and I feel like it's coming through this Mercury retrograde. Okay. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Whoa. So there's a lot of partnering here, Leo. All right. But there is some healing that needs to go on. For some of you, there might be some sexual healing that might take place in February. And remember, sometimes we meet people and, we have sex or we're intimate with them and they're not meant to stay in our lives. And that happens a lot during Mercury retrograde. So Leos, I really want you to pay attention to this Mercury retrograde. I want you to pay attention to what you're going through. I want you to pay attention to the people that you're meeting, because on one side, I do see that there's twin flame soulmate type connections. On another level, you have to be careful because there might also be, just sexual unions. But I love this because honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. So for me, Leo, I just see this. I see twin flame union all over this, but there's some healing that needs to take place first, and then you'll be able to manifest what it is. It's for your highest good, or manifest the love that you deserve. Now, remember, your ultimate outcome here was, or your possible outcome was, the Five of Pentacles. You might have a little rough go of it. You might have to go it alone, but that's only going to make you stronger before, this union comes into your life. All right, so Leos, I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, and ring that notification bell if you guys want to get updates whenever I upload anything new. And I love you guys. Thank you. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful, beautiful February.